Hi everyone, it's Kimberly. Wow, I feel like it's been freaking forever. And it has. I think it's been like almost 2 years since I posted my last video. Um, I'll be honest, like I was going through some shit and I had to work through it. And, I have to, what's the term? In order for me to talk the talk, I have to walk the walk, right? So, I had to take my own advice that I've been giving you guys over the years and put all the shit on the table and just deal with it. And, and it's brought me here today. So I just wanted just to I felt the calling to jump back online and to start making some more videos and just to kind of put things out there. I feel like, the greatest teacher in the world is experience, right? The greatest thing that we can do for others is to share our experiences because you never know who's going through something that you've already been through that could maybe help them. I hope that came out right. But anyway, so I just wanted to kind of just say hello again, my lovelies. I've missed you dearly. I really have. I've had to, like I said, just deal with some stuff, and I feel like I can finally get, not necessarily back in the game, but just be more of myself and just reflect that out to you guys and just share some really interesting and good positive energy with you, give you some hope, and uplift you. So, what's happened lately, I don't know, if you guys know this, but I've been in the corporate world for a long time. And over the years, I'd say within the last 5 years, it has taken its toll on me. It really has. I've been through a lot of things, a lot of loss in my life. Loss of loved ones, loss of marriage, loss of identity. And I've spent a lot of time rediscovering who I really am. And in that process, I became a little bit of a hermit because I needed to go within before I could put myself back out there. And so I just wanted to let you know that if you're going through something right now and that you're finding that you have to step back into yourself, it's okay. It's totally okay to do that. It's okay. I never had someone to tell me that it was okay for me just to be. That it was okay for me just to figure things out on my own and to have that self-discovery, right? And so figuring that out was probably the best thing that I've done for myself, is realizing that it's okay. It's okay for me to be me and for me just to find myself again. So in that, I discovered what I thought was giving to the world, what I thought was making a difference. And when I talk about the world, I'm talking about the corporate world, right? And I thought, well, I'm serving, I'm serving a purpose. I'm doing something. I'm going to a place every day where I feel like I'm making a difference. And, but I woke up every morning dreading going in, and I would try to pep talk myself. Okay, I'm doing this. I'm doing this for a reason. There's, I'm making a difference in someone's life. I'm doing this. I'm doing this. And I would just wake up sad and depressed and, and I could just feel the energy being like drained from me, if that makes sense. Like I just felt like I got to the point where I felt like I was not serving myself. I was not serving a purpose. And I think that we have to realize our own self-worth, and we have to realize that if we have a distinct call to help others, if we're not helping ourselves be the best that we can be, like if we are stuck in a comfort zone, and I'll be honest, I was stuck in a comfort zone. Like money kept me in a comfort zone. I'm a single parent, and I have to make my bills and do things. At the end of the day, I have to take care of my family. But if I'm doing something that it just feels like it's just killing my soul, I can't be the best me. And so last week, I made a huge, courageous leap of faith and quit my corporate job. I resigned. I have a little bit of a couple of weeks transition time, but let me tell you how liberating it was for me to come to the conclusion that, hey, this isn't right for me. This is actually holding me back from doing what I need to be doing. Now, you guys are probably like, hey, so what are you doing, Kimberly? What are you doing? I have no fucking clue. I have no fucking clue. And you know what? It's great. Like, I'm open to the possibilities of just being and doing. And, I know that it's going to make me happy, whatever it is that I align myself with. But I'll be honest, right now, like, we're like only just a couple of days into this, right? To this liberation is what I'm going to call it. This liberation. And I'm feeling so good. Like, I know this sounds strange for you out there questioning it, but there's no worry. Like, there's actually less worry now than there was before I put in my resignation, right? Like, because I feel like my staying in that comfort zone, right? My staying created so many blockages, right? I think about it, I had to put it in the terms of like, and it's because I've been through this, I've been through a divorce, is when you're in a loveless marriage, right? Or, you're just in a bad situation, a bad relationship, and you know that you need to leave, but yet you don't. And then when you finally do make that decision to leave, there's so much freedom in that. You guys, there's so much freedom in that. I'm just, like, I'm blown away at how much freedom I have now. Like, the possibilities are endless. And I don't even know what half of them are. And that's great, because that gives me the opportunity to build something beautiful and to really do something with my life. I wanted to give you another example. So I have a daughter who is 21, and she is just so talented, so brilliant, and she has such a giving heart. She really does. And she was in a job, and this was a few months ago, toward the beginning of the year. She was in a job that just really, she would come home angry, upset, crying every day it was mainly because of the environment that she was in. And, as her mom, I told her, I said, sweetie, you need to leave, right? Like, it's making you so unhappy. And, her thing was, well, I make good money there, Mom. I'm like, well, I know you do, sweetie, but look at how unhappy you are, right? You got to take that jump. And, I was coaching her on, look, the universe has your back. I've got your back. Don't put any worry into it. Just do it. So, you know what? She did. She mustered up the courage, and she did. And when she came home, it was before she even gave the resignation, but when she gave herself the knowledge of knowing that she was doing the right thing, man, you could physically see the shift in her. And so the other day, after I gave my resignation, I came home, and she was here. She was doing laundry. She had come by to do laundry, and she was here, and I told her, I said, honey, Mommy had to walk the talk. I had to do what I told you to do, because for me to give the advice and not take it myself, it's not right, And I want you guys to think about that. Like, Is there something in your life that you are able to freely give advice on, but you don't follow it yourself? But you know you should, right? Like you know you should follow that advice. What else is possible? What else is possible? Right? That's how I'm looking at life now. Like, man, the possibilities are fucking endless. Fucking endless. It's amazing. I get to create the life that I've always wanted now. Without feeling guilt, without feeling shame. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, I wanted to share a couple of other things with you. So that's what I've been going through in my life. You might be going through something similar. I mean, who knows? Who knows? I don't know if you guys know this. I think you might, some of you might. I do oracle card readings. And that's just one of the things that I love doing. I love giving readings for other people. I love doing readings for myself. It kind of, our body and our soul knows all of the answers. It's just getting our ego out of the way to recognize that, right? So I pulled 2 cards. This is so interesting. I pulled 2 cards before, and I'm trying to not drop them, before I started this video. And the first card was intervention and purpose, right? It talks about divine intervention occurring and knowing that you're being guided and that happiness is your purpose. You guys, this is like so awesome. This is so awesome. This is like just affirmation. That's what this is. This is affirmation that your true happiness is your purpose. That's your life. What is life if you're not happy, right? No one wants to be miserable. I don't know. I mean, well, some people may, but they choose that, right? We all have choices. But honestly, like, who wouldn't want to choose to be happy? Who wouldn't want to choose to be happy? And the other thing that the other card that I chose was psychic insight, right? So follow your intuition, and you see the truth for what it is. See the truth for what it is. Like, how perfect is that? That's the universe going, hey, you know what? You know what it's going to take for you to be happy. And you have to get out of your comfort zone in order for that to happen. Some of us have really deep comfort zones. And, and I'm not knocking people's comfort zones, but what I'm saying is for myself, that comfort zone was prohibiting me from being happy and seeing the possibilities that this world has to offer for me. So, I would love your feedback. I would love to hear what you guys have to say about this topic. I would love just to hear from you and interact from you. I think, human connectivity is a very beautiful and underutilized thing, right? Everyone has a phone. Everyone has a computer these days. Technology is just flowing. So why don't we get the conversation flowing? Reach out to me. I'd love to hear from you. All right, until next time, and I've got a few good topics that I'm just totally going to talk about. One of them is twin flames. I want to touch back on that and how to move out of that restrictive environment of thinking that, your twin flame is the one and only, because it's just not the case. Your twin flame is there to teach you valuable lessons, but it's up to you to build yourself up and love yourself. So until next time, I love you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Mwah. Bye.